Arsenal 3, Athletic Bilbao 0. Like I say, I'm not trying to overanalyze the game too much and start getting too giddy and excited. But what I will say is that's about that's exactly what we needed just going to the Man United game, because I was feeling a little bit you know what I mean, felt a bit more too deflated and a bit reserved going into that game. I felt like we weren't ready. I feel like obviously we hadn't seen our complete and utter first team playing all together. So maybe I could potentially jump the gun a little bit, but as far as I was concerned, we were not ready for the season. AC Milan looked okay. Newcastle we played quite well, but then we had Tottenham terrible. Then we played Villarreal. So I didn't think we were ready at all. But this game showed me that we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Zubimendi is incredibly impressive. I mean, it's like he got a moving mobile Partey. That's like what Zubimendi is. I don't think he controls the game as much as Partey does, though, to be honest with you, but he wins the ball back a lot. Like, I mean, he was winning the ball back more than Declan Rice, and I haven't really seen a player win the ball back that much. His interceptions and understanding of the game is incredible. I'm really impressed with Zubimendi, and I'm really impressed with Madueke. Like, Madueke came on today. Of course, I'm going to get into Gyökeres in a minute, but Madueke came on today, and I'm starting to look at him feeling like I can understand. I mean, I've got to wait until the season starts, but I can understand, and I'm looking at a few things like, okay, I can understand you being on the left because he moves the ball and passes the ball and does things a lot better than Martinelli, and the balance is so much better. When Madueke was on the pitch, the balance felt way better than when Martinelli was on the pitch. Martinelli was busy today. He was moving around a lot, creating a lot of havoc, but he just hasn't. His end products is it really is abysmal. So Madueke, he had a chance. He crossed the ball for Saka, nearly scored. Then he crossed the ball for Gyökeres, who hit the post. So he had a good cameo. That's as good a cameo as you can have, as far as I'm concerned. Like, for me to not be so doubtful about your appearances. So I'm happy with that. Another thing I'm happy with is Odegaard's performance. He was good as well today. Like, he was moving the ball quickly, passing it. The only thing about Odegaard, he misses his through balls a lot, and we need those to go through. He's always missing the through balls. He misses constantly, and I was getting a bit irritated with his through balls, but yeah, I mean, it comes with the territory, it comes with the game. But I needed him to get those through balls back. But I feel like Odegaard's getting his rhythm again. But leading on to Gyökeres, that's exactly what we've been missing for a long time, for years, really. Not even seasons, years. Gyökeres, and it wasn't so much that he did something so outstanding. It's the fact that when you put the ball in the box, he's around. Saka had about 4 or 5 opportunities. He kept flinging it into the box. And even though the defender kept clearing it, Gyökeres was around. He was barging with the defender, maneuvering with the defender. He's about. He's there. You know he's going to be there. And that's what I like the most. That's why it was inevitable that he would get his goal. Because he's about. He's around. If the defender slips or miskicks the ball, he's there. If you put the ball in the right area and the defense is not completely switched on, he's about. He's there. He's involved. And that's what he did today. And his goal was a brilliantly taken goal. Zubimendi, brilliant cross. He heads it in, cool, scores, no problem. But he does exactly the same thing. It's like he's on repeat in his head. He does the same thing constantly. The amount of times he got crossing, he was doing the same thing. He didn't score, but it's the same thing over and over again, which is why he probably gets so many goals, because he just repeats the movements over and over and over again. And even in the second half, when Madueke crossed the ball 2 or 3 times, one of them just went over his head, but he's there. Then he had the opportunity where he headed it to keep a great save, hit the post. It's him again. He's where he needs to be. He's where he needs to be, and that's why he gets his goals. He's not a guy that's gonna, you'd be like, oh, he was absolutely phenomenal. He did this, he took this man on and he spread the ball there. And he's not one of those guys. He's one of those guys that you don't really know what's happening. Goal. You don't really see, nothing's really going on. He comes off the pitch, he scored 2, 3 goals. You can tell he's one of those guys. So I'm happy he got off to his start already, got his goal already, because it kind of shuts down the noise. Because a lot of people are talking about, oh, is he this and is he that? And he needs to score goals. That's what his aim is. He's coming to score goals. And it's kind of given us a little bit of a breather to say, yeah, this guy's he's a goal scorer. He scores goals. That's what he does. especially when we're not expecting it as well. It's not a goal that we expected. It just came from nowhere. Like, oh yeah, of course, we've got a strike on the pitch. Of course, he's going to start scoring goals. So that's what I was happy about. But apart from that, and Bilbao's a good team as well. Bilbao's a good team. It's not like we were beating a team that weren't good. We played well, and we played with intense today. We played intensity. So I think it's a good squad to have, because Arteta's got a bit of an issue because he's got a few players that are pushing for starts. Like, are you going to play Calafiori or are you going to play Miles Lewis Skelly, Timber and Ben White? I mean, there's a lot to choose from. He's got a lot to choose from. Like, David Raya wasn't really in the game. Saliba and Gabriel, monsters at the back. They weren't even not in the game at all. And I love when my centre backs are not in the game. I love when my goalkeeper's not in the game. If I don't see my centre backs and I don't see my goalkeepers, they've had a brilliant game. I don't need to be seeing you guys in the game, and all three of them, I didn't see them at all. Calafiori, though, at the beginning of the match, he gave the ball away in our box to their attacker or their midfielder, and they had a shot at goal. And on another day, that could be 1-0 down. So that's the only thing I'm worried about Calafiori. He's got like he's like a better version of Zinchenko, but he's got the Zinchenko gene, but just at a higher level. So that's the only thing I'm worried about with Calafiori. But apart from that, there's not really anything for me to really complain about, because Saka, he was good today. Like, I know Saka will turn it on, but I need him to be good now, because we've got a game in a week's time. So I need him to be ready. And he seems ready, and he was ready. Scored and assisted. He's got assisted for Havertz, who came on and scored a really good goal. He broke away, pace, kicked the ball forward, ran down, straight down, and then smashed it across the goal. So that's what I need from Havertz. If you're going to come on as a sub, I need you to show us why you would probably be one of the best subs in the league, because every Arsenal fan wants him to be a sub, and I don't think they would be so on his back if he was just a squad player and he was just on the bench and coming on games. And I think people would appreciate him a lot more. And I think that's what his role should be. It's unfortunate that he's on 285 a week or 275 a week and 65, 75 million. But if he wins us the league and he's part of the team that wins us the league, I don't think anyone will care who's on what. It's a shame that a player like him that can be a good squad player was being asked to be our main man for a good couple of years. That's unfair on him. That's not his role. So now that we've got Gyökeres and Havertz can come on, you can see the type of player and how the benefit it will be to the team with Havertz coming on, because him coming on with tired legs and a player like Havertz coming on, a fresh Havertz, is a big problem. That's a good squad player to have. And then I wouldn't be so angry if Havertz coming on and starting some games because we need to rest this guy and that guy. I wouldn't be so fussed. But him playing every single game, being our main number 9, that's where it gets a bit, the issue becomes a bit of an issue. So I think Havertz coming on played well, and I think everyone really played well. I don't think there was a bad performance on the pitch today. And I think that this first team is looking quite strong. I didn't quite realize how strong it actually was. I forgot. I get a bit carried away sometimes, forgetting how much of a good foundation and base that Arteta's built and that we've all built. That defense is really strong, and that foundation with Declan Rice and Zubi Mendy, that's going to be a good foundation, a good basis to go by. I do think we're still going to be I'm a bit worried about the transitions, because I feel like Zubi Mendy is a bit weak in terms of when the teams are flooding us with waves of football. I think that's when that you can run past, you can run past, but dribble and run past them in waves. I feel like that's where the issue will be. But I mean, I'll deal with that when we get to it in games. I feel like he's a top player, and more often than not, he will get the better of whoever he's playing against. So we just need to just figure that out, because today we played a double pivot. We didn't play 6 or 8 today. We played a double pivot, and Rice is the one that's kind of sitting, and Zubi's going all over the place. And then when Zubi's sitting, Rice is going all over. They're both doing that, so it works. It worked today. Yeah, I ain't got really much else to kind of complain about, to be honest. It was a good performance. It was solid. Good performance, man. Our corners, our crosses were good. Our corners were good. We were dangerous from corners, set pieces, like we always are. And everyone played well. Everyone played a standard 7 and above. So I ain't got anything negative to say. I just hope that we can continue this into the Man United game, because I watched the Man United game and I was looking at them thinking, even though they drew, I was thinking, you guys look good and you look like you're getting some combinations and understanding together. And I feel like if we don't go into that game winning that game, our morale in the fan base could just be a lot of heat and a lot of chaoticness and a lot of pressure all over the place from everyone. So I thought we need to. I feel we need to get to a winning start and as quickly as we can and get into the groove straight away. So I'm happy we had this game and we had this performance straight away, because it kind of puts a bit more reassurance into the fan base and to myself. So yeah, big up the players today, big up the fans, big up everyone, big up the community. And we're going to the Man United game, and we got to get off to a good start, man, because our fixtures are tricky at the beginning. So yeah, man, we go for Man United in a week.